Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're going to be watching this video from. This is your friend Okoyemi Steven in the School of Learning and Development. I do hope you are having an amazing time today. Okay, so today we are going to be discussing on how to stop external sharing in your SharePoint. Okay, so how to prevent users from sharing your SharePoint content externally, okay, where this user want to share your data with other, maybe with other company or with anybody. So this will definitely will stop them from sharing that content with external users. Okay, so whenever you are creating your SharePoint environment, your SharePoint, like I said, is known as your intra-internet. Okay, so you must also have at the back of your mind how to secure that particular information there, because that information is just strictly maybe for just your users, just for your staff in your company. Okay, so you need to make sure that you configure it in such a way that those users cannot share files, folder, or the entire SharePoint site with people who are not part of your organization. So no external emails, no guest user access, no external link, no accidental data leakage. Okay, so when an external sharing is stopped, user cannot invite internal guests to the site. User cannot send sharing link to external emails. External user cannot access any content on that site. Only internal staff can view or collaborate on the site file. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you on how to do that. Okay, so whenever they want to even view it, you will get an information saying that your admin has blocked external sharing for this site. Okay, so why do we do that? To protect sensitive or confidential information, prevent accidental data leakage, and ensure compliance, which is your GDPR is very important, the iOS, the ISO, okay, and then the internal policy. So let's say, for example, now where you have your HR file, your admin, your finance, so it needs to be protected. It's only for just the internal users. Okay, so now how do you do that? Now we'll go to our SharePoint environment. You go to your admin.cloud.microsoft. Okay, admin.cloud.microsoft. Now when you come to your SharePoint environment here. Now, so when you come to your admin environment here, now you come up here, click on show all, and then you now go to your SharePoint. Click on your SharePoint. Okay, so the only person that can configure this is either you are a SharePoint administrator or you are a global admin. Okay, so if you are a site owner, you will not have access to be able to configure that. Okay, so you either will have to be a SharePoint administrator or the global administrator to be able to configure these external sharing settings for that particular site. Okay, so I'm going to click on my SharePoint now. Then now it will not take me to my SharePoint admin environment because I'm a global administrator. Okay, so when you now take me to this place here, then you will now come up here, click on your active site. You click on your site, normally go to your site, then click on active site. So when you click on active site, then from your site now, which of the site do you want to configure? Do you want to stop external sharing? Okay, so let's say I want to use this one here. I'll click on this. Now once you click on that, then all you need to do is to come to this place here where you have your settings. Okay, click on your settings. Now when you click on your settings here, then you come up here and then you now click on more sharing settings. Okay, you click on that more sharing settings, so you click on that. Now when you click on that, you now come up and you have the external sharing. Can you see that? Now you have the external share. It says site content can be shared with anyone, which means that user can share files and folder using links that do not require sign in. Can you see that now? So if you put it on this one, so which means that anyone that has the link to that particular SharePoint site can view the content there. They don't even need to have uh access. They don't even need to have, I mean, any login details. They will be able to view that file. Then here you have new and existing guests. So which means that guests must sign in or provide a verification word code to be able to view that. Then this one you have existing guests only. So which now only guests already in your organization directory that can do that. And then this next one you have only people in your organization, no external sharing allowed. So can you see that now? So I'll click on that. So once I click on this one here, so anyone that has the link, well, they will not be able to view any content of that site. Why? Because of what? It has been restricted to just people in the organization and people that have permission to be able to view that particular content. Okay, so here you now have default sharing link type. So you click on this one here now, and here you can see that you have only people in your organization. Can you see that now? So you click on only people what in your organization. Can you see that now? So once you do that, then you can now come up here and click on your save. You click on save. Now, once you save that, okay, now that changes has been done. Once you save that, now that changes what has been done. So now let's now see if a user or if anyone with the link can be able to view our SharePoint, I mean our SharePoint site. So let me go and get the link to that. So I'll go back now. I'll come up here. This is my SharePoint here. This is my site. I'll click on here, click on view site. So here I'm able to view the site. Okay, can you see this is the site? So I'll click on this, the link here. I'll come up here. I'll copy this here, and I'm going to open a separate browser. I'll bring this browser in here. Okay, so let's assume now I just want to come and view that because I have the link. So if you paste the link here, click on enter, you can see that here is requesting for you what to sign in. Can you see that now? It's requesting for you what to sign in. So in the first place, you will not be able to what to view that. If you now decide to now go ahead and say, oh, let me use my normal because I have a Microsoft account. Now I try to log in with this account. Let's say I try to log in with this account. Okay. Now, can you see that now? It says sorry, but we are having trouble signing you in. User account Gemtech IT from identity provider live does not exist in tenant, okay, and cannot access what application. Can you see that now? In that tenant, the account needs to be added as an external user in the tenant first, then sign out and sign it again. So can you see that now? Now you will not be able to to view the content you have on this particular site. So what have we done now? We have simply secure our SharePoint site. Okay, so when you create a SharePoint site, so you have to know if it's within the organization. So you have to make sure it's secure that external users will not be able to to view the content on that site. So if your users share it with them, they will still not be able to to view that particular content. Why? Because you don't have access to it. Okay, so this is how you can simply secure and where you can stop external sharing of your site in the SharePoint environment. Okay, so I do hope you have learned one or two things from this short video. I remain your friend of TV in the School of Learning and Development. If you have any question around SharePoint, anything you want to know, just let me know. Just message me on Teams. Message me on on LinkedIn. Send me a DM or on the YouTube channel. If I'm not able to answer your question, I have friends that will able to answer your question for you. Okay, so I also want to use this medium to appreciate my subscriber. I want to appreciate you. Thank you for always taking out your time to watch my video. Thank you for always clicking on that link, watching the video, taking out your time, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I appreciate that time you use in clicking and liking and subscribing. I thank you very much for taking out that time to watch this video. And if this is for your first time of coming in contact with this video, this is your friend Okwemi Stephen, the School of Learning and Development. We also embrace subscriber. Kindly click on that link, click on that subscription link, and click on that notification button. So whenever I post any video, you will be the first person to see that video. And please don't forget, when you view the video, please always click on that like button for me, so that it will go a long way for other people to see this video and also benefit from it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will see you in some other video. Bye bye for now.